Unbreakable mental strength. How to break free from comfort and mediocrity. Introduction. The awakening of a powerful mind. Have you ever found yourself thinking differently, acting differently, or questioning the world around you? At some point in your life, you might have realized that you no longer fit in with the same people you once did. Your mindset has shifted, and suddenly, those around you seem uncomfortable. Perhaps they try to mask their discomfort with jokes or advice cloaked in concern. Maybe they just don't understand why you're no longer the same. But the truth is, the transformation you're undergoing is precisely why they feel uneasy. Your mental growth, your transformation into a more powerful version of yourself, becomes a threat to their comfort zone. It highlights, without saying a word, their reluctance to step outside the boundaries of mediocrity. They remain stagnant in their habitual ways, afraid to take risks or change, while you're evolving into someone who challenges the status quo. This subtle discomfort that others project onto you is actually the mark of your personal growth, your emerging strength, and your ability to defy what is expected of you. This is a natural part of the journey to building an indomitable mind. As you grow stronger mentally, you'll start to feel the isolation that often accompanies growth. People may begin to distance themselves from you, not because they dislike you, but because your journey forces them to face their own weaknesses. And this discomfort is essential for your transformation. This article is for those who are ready to embark on this journey, the ones willing to step away from the comfort of the herd, those who are willing to endure the pain of self-reinvention. It's a call for those who are prepared to confront their inner chaos and forge a new path. If you're ready to break free from the constraints of mediocrity and build a mind that is resilient, powerful, and unshakable, then continue reading. Because this journey won't be easy, but it will be worth it. The price of true mental strength. Embracing the chaos within. The path to mental strength is not found in comfort, nor is it something you can achieve through positive thinking alone. True mental strength is born from facing life's greatest challenges head-on, from enduring hardship, and rising from the ashes of your struggles. This is where the great philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche's teachings come into play. Nietzsche was not just a philosopher. He was a visionary who understood the raw power that resides in chaos and adversity. Nietzsche famously stated, "You need to have a chaos inside you to give birth to a dancing star." What does this mean? It suggests that in order to reach your highest potential, you must first confront the chaos within your own mind. You must face your inner turmoil and rise above it, forging strength in the process. This is not a simple, peaceful process. It's a painful and intense internal battle. The most profound transformations often occur during times of immense struggle. When you look back on your life, you may realize that the most significant periods of growth came when you were challenged, when you faced failure, pain, and loss. These struggles shaped your character, making you stronger and more resilient. Nietzsche's philosophy teaches us that adversity is not something to avoid, but something to embrace. It's the crucible in which your true self is forged. Mental strength is not built by avoiding pain or seeking constant pleasure. It's built by confronting life's difficulties and using them as tools for growth. When you understand that adversity is a necessary part of life's journey, you begin to change your relationship with pain. Rather than viewing it as something to be feared, you start to see it as an essential ingredient in your development. This realization is the first step toward building a mind that is unbreakable. It's about adopting the mindset that you can endure and overcome any challenge. The path to mental strength is not for the faint-hearted, but for those willing to face the worst and transform it into the best. The death of illusions. Freedom through responsibility. One of Nietzsche's most powerful ideas is the concept of the death of God. In his work, Nietzsche declared that the belief in a higher power or divine force that controls the universe had died. But what does this mean for you, the individual seeking mental strength? The death of God is not a literal event, but a metaphorical one. It represents the end of the comforting illusion that there is an external force guiding your life, a force that you can blame or turn to for answers. In the absence of this higher authority, you are left to face the reality of your own existence. You are responsible for your own actions, your own destiny, and your own meaning in life. This realization can be unsettling. When you understand that there is no external force determining your fate, you may initially feel lost or uncertain. But Nietzsche's philosophy provides a crucial insight here. With the death of God comes radical freedom. This freedom is not the freedom to do whatever you want without consequences, but the freedom to create your own values, your own path, and your own purpose. The responsibility that comes with this freedom is immense. No longer can you blame others for your shortcomings or wait for someone to guide you. It is up to you to define who you are and what you stand for. This freedom can be both empowering and overwhelming, but it is also the source of your strength. When you take full responsibility for your life, you begin to see that you are the master of your own fate. Embracing this freedom requires courage. It means letting go of the comforting belief that someone else is in control of your life. It means taking full ownership of your thoughts, actions, and decisions. This is not a burden. It is the gateway to personal empowerment. By realizing that you are the creator of your own reality, you unlock the potential to become the best version of yourself. The Übermensch, becoming the master of your own destiny. With the realization that you are the creator of your own life comes Nietzsche's concept of the Übermensch, or the Overman. The Übermensch is not a superhuman in the traditional sense, but a person who has transcended the limitations of ordinary existence. This individual has gone beyond conventional notions of morality, social expectations, and external validation. To become the Übermensch, you must first rid yourself of the constraints that bind most people. These constraints include the need for approval, the desire to fit in, and the constant search for meaning outside yourself. The Übermensch creates his or her own values, lives according to a personal code, and refuses to be bound by societal norms. The path to becoming the Übermensch requires you to take full responsibility for your life. It means rejecting mediocrity and embracing the challenge of self-mastery. The Übermensch does not follow the crowd, but forges a path that is uniquely their own. This path may be lonely and it may be difficult, but it is also the most rewarding journey you can undertake. The Übermensch is unbreakable because they do not rely on external forces to determine their worth. They derive their strength from within. This inner strength is what makes them resilient, powerful, and capable of overcoming any obstacle. To live as the Übermensch is to live with purpose, passion, and unwavering self-belief. Solitude and strength. Embracing the path of the lone wolf. One of the most challenging aspects of becoming mentally strong is the isolation that comes with it. As you begin to evolve and embrace the philosophy of the Übermensch, you'll find that you no longer fit in with the masses. Your transformation may make others uncomfortable, and you may find yourself walking a lonely road. Nietzsche understood this loneliness. He lived much of his life in isolation, both intellectually and physically, but he also understood that the solitude is a necessary part of the journey. To build a mind that is unbreakable, you must learn to walk alone. You must be willing to stand apart from the crowd, even when it means facing rejection or misunderstanding. This solitude is not a punishment. It is a privilege. It gives you the space to focus on your own growth, to build your mental strength without distractions. It is in this solitude that you will discover your true self, free from the opinions and expectations of others. Conclusion: the path to unbreakable mental strength. Building an unbreakable mind is not an easy task. It requires facing your inner chaos, letting go of comforting illusions, and taking full responsibility for your life. It means rejecting mediocrity, embracing solitude, and forging your own path. The journey to becoming mentally strong is a lonely and difficult one, but it is also the most rewarding. As you begin this journey, remember that the challenges you face are not obstacles. They are opportunities for growth. Each moment of struggle, each moment of pain, is a chance to become stronger. When you embrace this mindset, you begin to see that nothing can break you. You are the creator of your own destiny, and no one can take that away from you. If you are ready to embark on this journey, then take the first step today. The road to mental strength is not for the faint of heart, but it is for those who are willing to challenge themselves and break free from the constraints of the ordinary. The path may be difficult, but the rewards are immeasurable. You'll become a force of nature, unstoppable, unshakable, and truly free. The time is now to embrace your power. Step into the chaos, face your fears, and become the strongest version of yourself. The world is waiting for you to rise.